workout, there always is things you need to do. You need to watch yourself and you need to improve. And this is what I do on Mondays. I give you an opportunity to take a look at what I'm doing, and I also look at myself here. So this video, I have a arms workout, basically doing pull-ups, also working on back, and really just taking a look. I did this video about a week or a week and a half before I was recording, so I've gotten some good distance from this. But I want to stress just one point while we're looking at this. If you're beginning to work out, especially nowadays that you're working at home, I strongly suggest filming yourself. A lot of us, there's so many people are at the point where they're unemployed right now. Like, we don't know what's going on. We don't, we have no idea. So, if you're unable to afford going to a gym and you're doing home workouts for the first time, film yourself. Like, you can see what's going on, especially if you're you're working out and you're looking at a YouTube video on how to do it. Film yourself, go back and look at the YouTube video and look at your video, and then course correct from there. That's the best way to do it at this point for insanely cheap. And hey, I can understand that. So let's take a look at what I'm doing here. So my grip still needs work. I think you can see at that point the CP was really taking hold at this point. Yeah, it's taken. I'm looking at a timer here. It's taken a lot. It's taking all the time. Usually it takes me about 3 to 5 seconds to get a good grip. I just timed it. It was 15. So pulling up is good, actually. So this is the first time I've done pull-ups for a little while. I'm not making excuses, but I also used a pull-up machine that uses the pull-up machine that I use actually uses it has a counterbalance weight that you can use. And let's just see, how long was this? Alright, it's enough time, but ignore me wiping my nose there. Let's see. So it's up, down, 1, up. And I could see what I did there was I started, and this is the first time I've done the pull-ups. Again, not making an excuse, but I'm not taking time to breathe. Like, what you should do here is really... I know when I got down there, I'm like, I didn't feel any of that, and I was really mad at myself. But you want to pull up when you do it, is to let it down and hold for a second. Up, hold. Now, because what this does, the purpose of building the right muscles, what you want to do when you build this up is just let the blood go in, because when you hold and you strain and hold the position at least for a second while you're working out, the muscles are going to feel sore, but that's what you want. You want the soreness. It knows that the muscles are actually worked out. And that's huge. If you're not actually working out the muscles, then what are you doing? You're spending so much bloody time at the gym. You're spending your hard-earned money, and if you're let alone right now, if you're spending your time at working out, make your time useful. It's like if you go to a job that doesn't pay well and is really not good for you, and you end up making way less money than a better place that's being fulfilling, you're going to get rid of that job. You're like, okay, I work out and then nothing happens. So I worked out, nothing happens. Whatever, so spend the time, really spend the time. Like, let me go back here for a second. Watch this, watch. So I got about 15 reps in about 24 seconds, but it's really like some of it's a little bit fast, but watch this. Hold, up, hold, let it strain. Hold, see, there it is. I had a lot of weight on here. Yeah, my right arm was really bad that day, but if you just take your time with it in order to really feel, oh, look at that thumb there. Yeah, my grip was bad, but those arms were swollen by the end of the day. Yeah, that was cool. All right, next video here. This is a hip flexor and an ab workout. I love doing this. You want to put your feet up against the wall, and they're going to slide down, but the key is really getting your butt off the ground at a really, really good rate. So you up, hold, down, up, hold. You see that? Like, yeah, it hits really, really, really hard. Now, one of the things you probably notice here, like I'm looking at my face. See, I'm breathing as I do, which again is super important. But what you don't want to do, right there, yeah, like turn your head while you're doing it, because you want to keep your entire body aligned and done correctly. So if you align your body right, the better you're going to be. The second you start doing that, yeah, like I know right away, like you see my face didn't get as red, and I'm just sitting there, I'm just waiting. I'm like, yeah, well, it's a thing, it's a living, blah, 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 whatever. And you see, it's taking a little bit longer to push my hips up there. My feet started slipping too when I put it on the wall. Let's go back and see where that was, actually. Yeah. Right here. Yeah, it started slipping. I guess. Oh, there it is. About taking the pressure. You got to push your heels onto the wall in order to keep. Oh, that's what did it. See, this is why it's good to watch this videos and just see what's happening. Okay, yeah, my heels are coming off the wall. That's why they're slipping. Oh, damn it. All right. So we push up, and we push it back up. I think I finally gave up towards the end. Yeah, that's where it didn't work at the end. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So that's actually quite insightful, really. But to just look at what the exercise should be, I'm gonna go back a bit just to show you what it should be. Your feet up against the wall as you're pushing up, and you drive your heels into the wall, and then push your hips up. That's gonna activate your core muscles, and that's what's gonna help you get a flatter stomach. Of course, it helps if you look at your feet, because your entire body's aligned. That way, your core muscles. The second you start turning your head and start pushing and start turning, what happens is one side of your stomach starts moving, and it becomes very imbalanced. But that's the point. Okay, that's why it happened. Was I that's why I slipped. Oh, it makes perfect sense. Wow. All right. Well, so we've learned a lot here. We learned a lot. Now, you are very, very, very possibly, working out from home, maybe doing some workouts for the very first time or the first time in a long time. Again, my recommendation, if you're trying to do this on the cheap, I don't blame you. Yes, I'm a personal trainer and I want to do things to get people in the gyms, but that's not happening right now. So your best thing to do is actually get the, workout if you see a video that shows you a workout, like hopefully this one did, try the workout itself. Go film yourself. Go back to the video. Then when you can look at the video, then look at yourself and go, okay, I need to course correct here. And then you can do better. That's the best way to do it, right? And we can do very, very good things when we put our minds to it. And I know it's scary, and sometimes it's kind of weird. It's easy enough, right? Easy enough. Just do it. You're only improving yourself. Okay? Alright. That's about it for today's episode. Tomorrow we have a really great Q&A for you. I want you to go ahead and check it out. There's a ton of videos on this channel. Go ahead and check out another one right there. As always, we go ahead and climb. I'll see you later.